Hello and welcome to Farthest Frontier. Well, I have no idea what's going to happen now. We're kind of like stuck in a situation where we've hardly got any food left. I mean, I'm getting into summer, so I'm relying on whatever I'm going to get out of these fields, which isn't much. I mean, some of them are going to be growing wheat, but we don't have any to process that. I mean, I think I've got two are producing wheat and two are producing the beans. Yes, that's two. So we might get some food. I'm waiting for this area to get transformed a bit because I've got a ruling to try and flatten the terrain a bit because I want to put a fishing lodge over there and see if I can salvage this game from there basically. I mean, I've got a cow and it's complaining that, well, yeah, we're not going to have enough storage for the winter, so I'm going to see how much sort of like grain we get, because we're not going to do anything with the grain, so that might keep things ticking over for the cow at least. I need another one. I mean, I need a lot, but you can see they're already complaining of, there's no food, we don't have any food, I need more food. So yeah, I'm in a bit of a pickle really. Now, what are they complaining of? They're saying this building has no food, yeah. So this could get interesting. I mean, I think, as far as I recall, I was struggling to find any other animals to hunt. And that's a big problem. Until we start getting cows, meat's going to be hard to get. If all I've got is just those two deer sites over there. Then I'll try and widen our visibility and see if I can find anything on the edges here, maybe. But we're getting further and further away. So yeah, they might be able to get things, but it'll just take forever and a day to get that. So I'll just get them, as I say, to go out and visit things and see what they can find. Because you never know, might help. Just keep putting these little markers down, they go wandering around. The only thing to bear in mind is that if they run into wolves, well, yeah, you could start losing people. So, yeah, that could get interesting. Now, that's up on stream, so there is still quite a bit of gold there. So at least that's something I can use to sell things, but because we're into summer, there's not going to be any more traders. So it's a bit of a shame. I mean, the traders only turn up around the springtime. So yeah, we'll have to basically wing it. Now, I've got two fields, but I think I'm going to have to start getting a bit more creative. I'm going to have to start getting more fields in here. So I think that's what I'm going to start with. So I'm going to start with fields. I mean, you can see, I mean, we've got the display there, the overlay showing us what the fertility is like, and it's not particularly good. The darker green areas are where it's more fertile. And yeah, there's not much on this place, I must admit. But you can always add, you know, fertilizer to it. So I'm going to drag this out. I'm going to get myself some bigger fields. Yep, plenty of warnings there that the food stocks are low. I mean, these are going to need a lot of time spent actually turning these over. We might run into winter before they're available. You know, before they finish it, basically. So hold on, that's 8 by... I want it 8 by 8. I don't know why. That's an 8 by 9. What did I do there? Hold on. Well, to be honest, it doesn't really matter. I don't think there's an easily hard and fast rule. The size of the field just determines how many workers you get. For some reason, I like even numbers. Right, so we'll get this moving along and see what we can do. I mean, at some point, I've really got to seriously start thinking about getting sort of like walls in around here, because we've got to protect this place. I mean, I've got the garrison, and I've got, you know, one lookout tower there, and I've got another one down here. But what I found is the game gets more creative as you go along. You can start to see more raiders turn up. I mean, it's all very well. I mean, if you get a lot of raiders, the trouble's going to be they might be able to get in and steal things before you can take them down. So it's certainly in my interest to start thinking about getting walls, but I noticed these areas are just not. They're not. It's not a flat area. Could have really done with a flat area. Out of curiosity. I mean, could do down there, for instance. Doesn't. It seems alright. So I think that's the middle point there. So the slope's too steep, or it's obstructed by a road. So somewhere it's too steep. Okay, so I'll have to get them to flatten that place. About there, I think. Yep, I'm well aware the food stocks are low. I wasn't thinking ahead for some strange reason. I just didn't think things through. I mean, it took me ages before I even decided to put roads in for some strange reason. It's like, they're important, but I forgot about them. So, I mean, most of this is, I suppose that's not too bad because it's far away from the houses. I mean, this can all change anyway. It changes over time as I start to expand out. Now, one thing I found is you don't get any attacks over the water areas. Nobody comes and starts to like cross over the little ponds that we've got here, so that's fine. I can leave those as is. I don't have to worry about those being open. Man, that's interesting. I'm going to have to move that well. Put that there for now. And we're running it along. That's not too well. I really could have done with it over there, I suppose. Yeah, if we run it to there. I must admit, I do like the way you can do that. You can just continue a line on, so you don't have to do, you know, you can do it at sort of like a right angle basically, which is quite useful. So that one starts there. So we'll have to continue that across the river here. And that's too steep. Yeah, I think I remember that. I had a similar problem just building the actual fences anyway. I may as well just keep flattening the place out anyway. Because I'll have to think about all of these fields. I mean, I've got small, you know, just these small fields for now. The plan is to have some of these bigger fields. Some of the fields were used for mostly for flax, for wheat. May as well speed that up because we're getting into winter anyway. But some of them will be used for the crops, the vegetables. So we've got some grain over there that we've produced. So they're not complaining anymore. At least we've got some grain, so that should keep the cow going. I'm not so sure about the people though. I mean, jeez Louise. Speaking of food, looks like we must have finished that one. Right, okay. Just out of curiosity and see if I can get a fishing shack over here. Because I do recall trying to flatten this area to 80%. So ideally I want it there, but it's saying the slope's too steep. Let's try that again then. Oh, I can't. Well, it looked like they were complaining because it was winter time, but well, we'll see. We'll see. So that's stone needs harvesting. It's not as though they're finished. Oh, take where's my... We're missing a bit for a fence here. I'm going to have to pull part of the fence down because it doesn't let you do just a small section. You've got to do a certain length. Right, that looks better, so we'll get that in. Trouble is you can let things in through there. I should have really... I mean, it's all going to get fenced off anyway, to be honest, with palisades. This is just for now. It was just in case I got things like bears coming in. I mean, the cow's gone in the barn anyway. Right, so they're all seem to be focusing on fences. I mean, I'm going to need a lot more logs. So I'll get them to focus on them. The more the merrier, because I'm going to need a lot. Seem to be okay on the firewood there. We're going to need a lot of logs. Actually, I probably don't want to do them. I think that might bother the... I don't know. It might bother the deer. I don't know. It doesn't seem to be an easy way that I know of to deselect what you've done if you've selected resources to be chopped down. Speaking of things, right, we've got 79 out of 100 people. So we're struggling. We do need more people. That's another catch. I mean, even when I get these bigger fields, the problem is I really need people to be able to look after them. Right, so I've got nothing left. I've got 52 meat, I've got 2 beans. Jeez Louise. And what are we doing for fishing? Where's the fishing shacks down here, isn't it? Oh, don't tell me it's frozen over. Oh, wow. If that's... Hold on a tick. Why have I got a shoal of fish down here? I thought they were over there. That makes no sense. Why would I build a fishing shack over there if... Ah, right. Well, it's lightning. It's starting to warm up. So that's interesting, that, because not many games actually have, you know, the water freeze. So that's interesting, that. I mean, that's the first time I've noticed that. That's an interesting curveball. Certainly didn't see that one coming. Now, because we're getting into spring, I've got a bit of gold. I can find my trading post. I've got a bit of gold in there as well. So hopefully we can now just buy some food to keep people taking over. I mean, at least the cow's all right. Because it can come back out now and it can start feeding on the grass around here. Right, let's see if we can get this fishing hut sorted out. It seems to, I think it's a bit hit and miss. Sometimes it, I find I have to keep, yeah, it's just not letting me put this down. I would have thought if it flattened it out, that would have been it, but no, it doesn't like it. So anywhere, if I can find anywhere to put this thing, I can always throw the resource collection area somewhere else, to be honest. It's just a bad place to pick. Just pause the game there while I'm trying to find somewhere to put this thing. No, it's just too steep in lots of places. Let's try something else. Let's just see if we can flatten that whole area there. Let's see what they do. That's frustrating. I mean, a lot of the games tend to, you flatten something and it just literally gets flattened, but that's it. It doesn't seem to be the same with this game for some reason. It's not a particularly useful one. All you get is that option to flatten the terrain, but it doesn't seem to do much, at least in my experience anyway. I mean, other ones you've got options where you can elevate the ground, you can lower the ground, you can slope it, you can do all sorts. This has just got an option to flatten the terrain, but it doesn't seem, as I say, it doesn't seem to work most of the time, which is a shame. Right, looks like we should be able to get that field ready. I just need to have a think about the rotation on it. Ah, right, somebody's arrived. I've got a merchant. Right, so I've got to keep the game playing, otherwise I can't do much. Right, please tell me you're selling food. Oh, we can buy a cow, but I don't have enough money. Rats. I can buy some cheese. I don't know if people want to live off cheese. I mean... Oh, good. Meat's actually going at a low price, so in which case I'm going to buy a lot of meat if I can. Because I am seriously desperate for it. One thing I've noticed, if I type 100 in there, nothing happens. It's only letting me run the slider for some strange reason. Because see, whatever I type in there... No, I don't want to delete the trade post. Why would I want to do that? Yeah, so I can type in there, but it's not reflecting. For some strange reason, the slider's the only thing that's working, and it's not that particularly accurate. I'll go with closer to 50 for now. So I'll buy and I'll transfer that. So that way it goes into storage for people to then eat. And I think I'm actually going to start selling off some of this clay. So we'll start getting them to stock up on clay and then we'll sell it all. Close. He's only interested in buying. See what the next one does, because there's another one turning up. I mean, I know I really need to pay attention to that field, I must admit, but I just want to see what this next trader comes with, because I've got limited time with the traders. Trader number 2. Right, well, I'll sell some of this off. May as well. That was the whole idea, was to make some money. Let's start selling shoes as well while we're at it. Load, planks, clay we're waiting on. Don't have anything to process the flour. Interesting enough, I've got some beans. Yeah, that's interesting. I could have sold those up. I could have kept those, never mind. Oh wow, we've got 500. Jeez Louise, I've got 594 grain. Right, well, in that case, what I'm going to do. Yeah, that's a thought. What I could have done is I could have started taking the any food I had in here out and salvaged, try to salvage things from there, but I didn't think about that. Right, okay. Let's keep about 50 of these in, because we can always sell these up as well. That's another idea. Right, so I've got to make do with that with food, but I'm seriously struggling. I'm tempted to buy some more. Oh, I don't have any left. Or do they? Oh, they've got 760 cheese. They've got 357. 475. Right, okay. Well, we're desperate for food, so we're... Right, let's have a think about our crop rotation. So, I'm not really ready to do other grains yet. So I think what we'll do is we'll start off with cabbage. Now we're past that, it's too late to plant it. So the next thing they'll do is they'll start... I'll add the clover because it adds fertility, because that's a problem. This is not going to be a particularly fertile area. Then we get next year. So the carrots are good for the frost. I can get a farmer in to do some work on the field. And then I'll get them to plant some turnips. And we'll do peas and then beans. And then what we'll do is once that field's up and running, ready to go, I'm going to do the same sort of field, except it'd be like one... I'll explain it as I go, when we get around to doing it. But the idea is I want it to be in sync, so that it's a case of the cabbages and the clover will be getting done in this field, but that field will be doing, say, the carrots and the turnips, for instance. So they're slightly out of sync, and it means if I get a problem in this field, it doesn't affect that particular field. I mean, this one's already complaining of heat stress. What? So which one is it's got the heat stress? It's too hot. Ah, right. That's not good. So carrots don't like the heat, even though it's still spring. It's too hot for the carrots. That one, this one's got stem rot. Okay, so that's... Stem rot affects buckwheat, beans and peas. So the problem is this is going to get worse if you don't do anything. Now we're going to... Does that affect cabbages? No, so next year we'll flip over to the clover or the cabbages. If it hasn't gone by then, it could affect the wheat. Well, actually it said buckwheat, it didn't specifically say this type of wheat. So we'll have to see. So that's a pain, so we haven't getting any carrots. Now this particular field, they're not going to do much because it's that part of the season's almost done. Just about to start summer, so that's when the clover's going to get started. Right, well, our traders are going. We've barely got anything since I got through. We haven't quite finished this area. Yep, the more the merrier. We don't have enough food, but why not? Come and join the starving village. Maybe that's what I should do. I should rename it the Village of the Starved. Right, so basically that's going to get me more people, which is pretty much important to be able to do the things like the fields. Because I need more people to work in the fields. Curiosity, I don't want fertility. So desirability, these are right on the periphery. I might need to tweak some of these to make them a bit better. I mean, we need... Ooh, 6 short. Okay, 6. So we need 6 of them to... So that's interesting. Why is that place desirable, whereas that one's not? Interesting, because I mean that stockyard, as far as I know, it doesn't affect. That has no impact on desirability. So there's a root cellar there. Well, that doesn't affect desirability. I don't think the Fletcher does either. Firewood splitter. There's the Fletcher. The Fletcher doesn't either. I wouldn't have thought a lookout tower. I would have have thought that would make you more happy, the fact that there's one closer by. But nope, not that. What about the cobbler's shop? Nope. Storehouse? For whatever reason, that one there is not overly enthusiastic. I mean, I need 6 more buildings, so there's that one there. These 3 here. And then those 2 there. So I don't necessarily need more buildings. I just need to get those ones to improve their desirability. I mean, they're right. I mean, I get that one. It's kind of on the periphery, but... now what I can do is I can actually try and find out. Here we go. So it's 19 of 30. So they don't have much food types. That's probably part of the problem, is there's not enough food and they're not getting enough herbs. So I'll just keep that game playing again. I've got plenty of herbs. Is the market stocking? Yeah, there's plenty of herbs in there. There's plenty of herbs in there, so it might pick up if we can start to get more food. Okay, we'll leave that there while they're busy on there. Almost finished over here. Come on, 69 bajillion through. Attempt might work. So we go for food production. Nope, I don't want to build a smokehouse. I want to build a fishing shack. Yay! It worked this time. Right, okay. So that's 260%, 270. So I think what I'll do is I'll put it there just for the sake of putting it there. Once it's built, I'll see if I can put its catchment area over there. That might help. I am puzzled as to why. And that's 280. Was that 290 I just saw? Oh wow, 330%. That'll be 300. Ah, right, that's why there's a... Now that's interesting, I don't remember seeing that there. So you're fishing... Okay. That's odd, I could have sworn I never saw that, whatever. That's one of the things I find, is sometimes things do disappear, so it's like, okay. Right, so while they're building this lot, get them to put a gate there. Ah, actually I haven't said that. We'll get the wall, the road built first. One thing I've noticed, actually, they have changed things. I can't build cobbled roads until we get tier 3 now. So that's interesting. Before you could just throw them up as and when, it really didn't matter, and there was just no incentive to build these roads at all. Just none whatsoever. But now that you can, you know, now that they've changed the rules, it's a case of, alright, okay, I better build these just, what are they called, dirt roads. I mean, they do still improve the, you know, the rate that people can travel, but yeah, anything's better than nothing. Actually, I'm building a fence, aren't I? Ah, it's still too steep. Try that again. Ooh, they've almost got that ready to go. Ah, cool. So we'll get ourselves a little dirt road around here. If I can. Nope, it's going in the water. Oh, the road's too... Hey? It's an invalid placement. Why is that invalid? That's on you. it doesn't like that at all. I don't want to go there, man. It seems to be picking a strange path to go down. Right? Almost. Yeah, it just does not like that. It's gonna be a weird road there. Oh, whatever. Right, so I'll get them to move this. So at the moment we're at about 260%. So I can get it up to 280. So that should start to get us more fish. Right, okay. So coming to the end of this season, so I'm gonna flip this one over. So we'll do the carrots first. Then we get a farmer to do their work. So just manually. Then we'll add some turnips. So that's now out of sync. Do the peas on that one, then the beans on that one. And the cabbages. Find the cabbages and the clover. So they're producing the same stuff, but they're just kind of like one season out of sync. And the idea is I'll get a third field up and running. It gives me 3 fields all producing the same produce. They're just slightly out of sync with each other. So it's less likely that, some sort of like disease or something hits one season and it takes out all the fields in one go. And speaking of which, we've now got stem rot as well as powdery mildew. Jeez Louise. This is just not, at a time when I need food, this is not a time to be giving me problems. 30% at the moment, the infestation's 20, so this is going to affect carrots as well. Now fortunately I don't have any. Whoa, hold on. You got a bear now. Oh man, leave my fish here alone. That's a wolf. Go and attack the wolf. Oh no, actually you better run. You better run, that's not a good idea. There's not much left of you. Right, you're fine, you can go. You can go back to doing whatever you were doing. Go on. I think you'll probably go and see the doctor anyway. Waiting for command. Go and see the doctor then. 34% warmth, 19% health, that's not good. Well, that road looks just weird. Okay, so we've now got 2 bigger fields. Actually, let's clear that out. So the barn's got more grain. So we've got some grain to keep things ticking over. So that's we're getting there. I mean, the plan will be to take these fields out here. Except they're growing the wheat. Yeah, I'll run out of wheat, but I think the plan will be to take these 2 out and we'll build another two fields, because I'm going to start. I think if I get, say, 6 big, relatively, big fields, if I can do that, I can then start thinking about the bigger picture of like wheat as well. Jeez Louise, we've still got a shortage of food. So we've got 2 months in stock, 2 months for rot, which is not good. But we're in a better place. I mean, we've got a lot more. Yeah, we've got a lot more food than we did last time, which is a heck of a lot better. Now we were waiting for that to be cleared, weren't we? Oh, the slope's too steep. get them to put a fence or a gate there. Ah, now that's interesting. Now, will it let me do this? Will it let me just put a bar? Let's take the road out then. Yes, I'll salvage 50% of the resources from this road. Not that there's much other than just dirt. And I'll put that little gate in. So that gives them an exit point up there. If they want to go and pay their respects, they're going to have to go that way, I suppose. May as well put a palisade there. Actually, we're down to 40 wood, and it looks like they're at least they're busy. I mean, I've now got 15 labourers, so I'm in a better position than last time. Actually, so many jobs I haven't filled. Seems alright. I mean, the weather's getting better. We're now going to get into spring, so that should get the foragers back up and running. But also we'll be getting people coming in, you know, the traders coming in. Let's see if I can get that. There you go. That'll take off the actually, that's a thought. Why have I... That doesn't make sense because that's a road. Running a road, that does not make sense now that I think about it. Why am I doing that? Put that. It's obstructed by the road, right? Okay. Let's take that out. That makes no sense now that I think about it. This road here would make more sense as an exit point. Can I put that fence in? Right, I'll get them to block that area off. Hold on, have I got a double gate? I want a double gate. Turn that one into a fence. Right, so we've got a merchant turned up. Let's see if I can buy any food. Right, ooh, okay, so we can sell stone off at a higher price than normal, so I'm just going to sell them low. Oh, no, they're actually buying it. Oh. Hold on. That's because I've got the game paused. Haven't said that, no. Oh, they don't have enough money. That's why. Right, sell that. It gives me 417. Sell some of this off. Not getting that much for the money, it seems. Oh, good. Food's still at a cheap price, right? I'm seriously desperate for food. In which case, I'll sell you some more stone. Then you can't just like barter and say I'll trade my stone for your food. It's a tallow by the looks of it. So there's nothing I'm seeing there. I mean, I could do with more hide, but not pelts in this case, but not going at a good price. I'm not really desperate for them. Trader number 2. So you buy and sell iron. Ooh, now. Ah, I can't convert it though. I'm not in a position to buy and convert. What I could do is I could sell off some of my gold ore. Buy some of your fish. Crikey. I think that'll do. That keeps me taking over. So we've got quite a bit of money there. So that's a bit better. So we've now got 2 fields. There's no wildlife around here, I've noticed. So, jeez Louise, we're still short. Grr. I mean, I really want to build more fields. Yes, I'm not at the moment. I'm not too fussed about fences. I should really be fencing this lot off, but there's no sign of any. Well, I'll tell you what. Since that one is just doing farming, I'll get them to delete this. So manage fences and walls. So if I get them to, let's take those out. So salvage them. I should be able to get a 3rd field up and running. Now I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave a... I want to leave a bit of a gap for the road, but also for the... Hold on, take that. That goes that way, doesn't it? So that's a... Yeah, I want to leave a bit of a gap for the road, but also to be able to put in the apiaries. Right, get them to build that one. Ooh, a villager's been cured. Look at us. Right, then we'll extend that. Ah, now that's interesting. Right, so the road will run through there. Yeah, I'll have to think this. I'll probably end up having to move this whole wall further out. I totally forgot about the fact that there's a barn here, but never mind. Fences, fences, fences. Can we put our wall down now? Oh, it's still too steep. So it's only that little part there that's got the problem now. Let's see if we can sort that out. So there's a lot more logs coming in anyway to salvage. I mean, to be honest, I can always move this barn anyway. In fact, I might actually move it down here. That's an idea. So I don't know if it affects... Yeah, it does affect desirability. Well, I haven't said that. How far out does it stretch? There's always the potential maybe to put it up here. Right, so what are they up to? Growing carrots, peas. So how are we doing on our row? So at the moment, that's only affecting buckwheat, beans, and peas. So that's all right. So it's down to 5%. So we seem to be doing a bit better on the food now, so that's a good thing. That's basically because we've got Now 2 people doing fishing, but also these bigger fields and more people. I mean, we're almost up to 100. Speaking of which, hasn't done really much for the desirability. That's a pain. I mean, I could introduce little gardens, for instance. They tend to improve things. That's one thought. Yeah, that's one thought. I could start introducing the little gardens to try and boost that, because that's what we want to do, is we want to get into the next tier. So we can get into the next tier. I mean, we're at tier 2. We can get into tier 3. We can get into tier 3. We can start actually making use. I mean, I can process things like gold. Or rather mine it, but I can't do anything. I can't convert it into actual gold bars. Speaking of which, actually we're not doing too bad on gold. Oh! Probably a bear or something. Yeah, it's a bear. Booba. I don't know if I've got. Where's the nearest hunter? Yeah, the nearest hunter's all the way over here. I don't know if I can salvage that now. I think the bear's probably going to rip the place to shreds. I'll have to get them to rebuild it. Drat. Oh no, it's moving on. Okay, so where's it going? Looks like it's... Hopefully it'll run off and then we'll be fine. So we've got our gate over there. Let's get back to our walls. I like that we've got 2 people both chasing after a cow. I don't think I've got enough. Oh, have I? Have I got enough gold to buy another cow? We've got about 1,000 gold, so maybe next time round we'll be able to buy another cow. Because the idea is to get more cows. We'll start breeding our own cows, and then we can start to get meat from them. We can get milk from them. That's a lot better. Oh, they've finished flattening the ground there. So can we build a little... Yay, we've got a little wall. Or if we go in this direction. Right, leave a gap there. I suppose I'll end up extending the wall. I'll have to move them. Yeah, I'll have to move the road and move the forager as well. It's going to be busy, folks. I mean, I'll end up tearing this lot down. There's no point having it now that I've moved the wall all the way further out. Oh, they're definitely busy there. Actually, now that I've got more people, let's crank this up to more builders. We'll have more people building things, because there's lots of building to be done. Hold on. What's your problem? Oh, the working camp. Right, so you've got nothing to do. Right, okay, so we'll move your work area out to here. Sorts them out. I've still got enough gold to keep ticking over. 19%. Yeah, lacking food types and lacking herbs. It's definitely got me puzzled why they're lacking in herbs, because there's plenty there. I mean, it's just at the end of the road. It's like, what's the problem? Oh, I bet that's the bear again. Yeah, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to get my hunter out. I'm going to send her all the way over to here to attack this. There. It's just hanging around the area. Where has she gone? Right, she's running along here. Oh, there's the bear there. Right. If I can get her... Once I get the defences up, it'll be a lot better. But for now, I'm going to have to just get her to basically drag it over to where the garrison is. Oh. Oh, looks like somebody's braving... yeah, somebody's being a bit brave and deciding to attack the bear anyway. Fair enough. I'm not so bothered about the wolves. They seem to be able to cope if I get them to attack wolves, but... Ooh, crops ready for assignment. Right, okay. So that one's doing... Right, so I want to do the cabbage and the clover on this one. I'm going to do our carrots and... I can't believe that one's already got disease in it. Powdery mildew. Jeez Louise. Right, so that one needs to do some turnips as well. Then we'll do the peas, I think it was. Yeah, then the beans. Jeez Louise. Wow, those geese flew by quick. Right, so they're busy working on the walls, trying to chop things down that's in the way. Ooh, hold on. I mean, they've got some turnips to keep the cow occupied, I suppose. But I think next season what we'll do is we'll rip this one down and build a bigger one. So it means I'll end up with 4 farms, which are bigger than the original little ones I had. So we should then be producing more crops. So hopefully that'll sort the food. I mean, we're up to 8 of 5. Bit odd that one, I must admit, that message where they keep saying that there's nowhere to store things. It's not as if anywhere's full. It's kind of almost full. I mean, the trouble is I don't want to put stockyards and storage areas near to where the people actually are, where the resources like these are being gathered, because the trouble is there's nobody at there's nobody then bringing those resources back into these sort of areas. I mean, I must admit the marketer will actually go out and collect things. That's one possibility. Let's have a look, because usually there's like a little barrel over the building to say it's full or something. So there's here, yeah. So they've got nowhere else to store fish. They produced 228 fish last season. Okay, so in which case I might have to do that then. As I say, I'm kind of reluctant because it means somebody's going to have to come out and get the resources from this actual building. I'd rather people were, you know, able to just go to the local root cellar over here, for instance, to get it. So like the labourers or anybody living in these houses that can just go to this root cellar. Well, the trouble is, by building that, it means things are going to get stored in here. And then they're going to have to come all the way out to here instead. It's a bit of a pain. May as well get them to prioritise that. I mean, you can upgrade them. Get better spoilage of barrels once we start building a cooper. But yeah, I suppose it is what it is. Right, so off they go. So I mean, they've got nothing to do now. We're into winter. Oh, 216 fish. I don't think they would have been too busy because they were getting harassed by the bear. 132. Not too bad. So I'm not seeing any movement on the desirability. That's the trouble. So I think I might have to start introducing decorations to try and improve this. So it looks like everybody's just busy chopping things down and getting these palisades, because as far as I recall, oh no, that's interesting. As far as I recall, I don't remember any raiders attacking during the winter. So what are you complaining of? Can't find any stone in this area. Right, well, I'll switch them just to wood. Just focus on wood in that case. And I'll have to think about probably setting up another one maybe over here, for instance. Because there's stone to be had out here. Looks like we're getting back into spring now. In which case I'm going to take this down. And I'm going to build a new field here. Why not? Get them to build that one there. And I'll turn that one into producing the wheat. The idea is I'll actually get them to do another one over here actually while I'm at it. The trouble is there's a mine over there and I don't think that's going to help. Yeah, I don't think that mine helps at all. Just have to see, because I can always move the... Having said that, that's probably a bad idea then. It might be better to move the barn over there. Oh, then the barn, the trouble is the cow needs... foobar. I'll have to rethink this. I need to think of other places to have another field. Because it's not... I mean, this is all... kind of like a catch-22. I mean, I can always start to think over here, maybe. It's all hilly area. Yeah, something I should have thought a bit more about. I mean, I can start moving these sort of buildings out, I suppose. That's another... I mean, that's another thought. I mean, I could move these production buildings out and start building the farms over there, I suppose. Speaking of moving, that's what I want to do. So that gets a 69% bonus. That should get better as we get more fields. Yeah, if I can pick them, that is. It's a bit fiddly selecting them though. Put one of them over there. I think that just leaves that one. Yeah, so once that field's up and running, it should be a bit better because they're then surrounded by all these different fields. So it should be better for the bees. But anyway, looks like we've managed to survive just by getting those extra fields built. Help getting that extra fishing shack over there, but I think it was probably saved more by being able to buy things through the actual trader, to be honest. Being able to get things from that trading post certainly helped. But yeah, these are things I need to start focusing on. Finish on our farming. Start focusing on wheat, because we should be able to start then producing, you know, flour and bread. And once we get our barn going with more cows, we'll get a lot more meat from there. Should also be able to start getting more of these apiaries built. There's also, I'm trying to think, there was another building, or is that the apiary? I'm trying to think. Am I getting confused with something else? Oh, that's it. It's the arborist. Yeah, it's the arborist. It's the one that you can actually use that for growing fruit. There's all sorts of different trees. That's another source of food that you can get. So yeah, so we're starting to make a bit more progress. I've got to get this wall finished off. But yeah, looks like we've certainly managed to survive that catastrophe I thought we were heading for, the lack of food. So we're getting there. I mean, I really want to get up to tier 2, from tier 2 up to tier 3, this town centre, making these housing areas more desirable. That's all for another episode.